Yo, man, I want to give my condolences and pay my respects to um, the family of Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, the creator of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. Um, by owning his characters, I feel like he had a big part in Dragon Ball GT. Even though he wasn't the main creator of Dragon Ball GT, but I still pay a big amount of respect to him. I pay my big respects to him. But let me go in here and speak about him real quick. And the first time when I really got into Dragon Ball as a whole. So um I would say if it wasn't for Akira doing what he did in making Dragon Ball as a whole back in '84, I feel like either and a lot of animes today either would have not existed at all, or B, um, they wouldn't be as good as they are today. Like a lot of animes would have just not been as good if it wasn't for Dragon Ball, because there was a lot of animes that were inspired off of Dragon Ball. So, I mean, you guys could take that as you want, and I feel like a lot of animes wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for Dragon Ball. But that's just my opinion. That's just me. If you have your own opinion, I'll stand by that, and that if you have your own opinion about it, hey, I can't do nothing about your opinion. I can't. But that's just how I feel, and what I'm saying. The first time I really got into Dragon Ball though was like I would say when I was like little. I was probably about like 8 7 8 years old. Dragon Ball Z Kai was when it used to come on Nicktoons Network. I think that was what it was called. Dragon Ball Z Kai. I didn't have the privilege of watching Dragon Ball Z. What I'm saying, I wasn't old enough yet, because Dragon Ball Z that ended around '03. Dragon Ball Z Kai. It's basically like it's basically Dragon Ball Z, but they kind of get rid of all the filler and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't able to see stuff like Garlic Jr. and stuff like that until I was able to see that on YouTube. I was like, oh man, Garlic Jr. That kind of looked alright. But really, when I got into it, when I was watching it, I was like, man, this show's whack, whatever. And I know, right? Dragon Ball's whack. Dragon Ball's whack. Nah. I would say when Goku was fighting Vegeta in the Sand arc and that beam struggle, the beam struggle when Goku and Kaioken times 3 against Vegeta's powerful Gallic gun. If Goku didn't do nothing about it, Vegeta was going to destroy the Earth. You know what I'm saying? And seeing that beam clash, I was like, man, that was a big impact, and it really got me into it. Like Dragon Ball wasn't like the first anime I watched. Like I watched Naruto, right? Back when I was even younger than what I was before. Like I was around like 8 when I first watched Dragon Ball. I was really little when I watched Naruto, and I didn't really get into Naruto like that. Like I messed with it, but I didn't really like grasp a hold of it, because I was watching other shows around that time that I was like, oh, I like this show better. But I would say if it weren't for Dragon Ball, me personally, I probably wouldn't even get into other animes. That kind of Dragon Ball for me explored my horizon for other animes. Like it made me get into Naruto again. It made me get into other animes like later on in life. Like it got me into animes like in My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece. And One Piece is currently the only show, anime period, that I'm binge watching right now. I'm binge watching nothing else but One Piece, just so I can catch up. And I turn off the comments so I wouldn't get spoiled or nothing. So, I know who y'all are. But anyway, really, man, if it wasn't for Akira, we wouldn't have a whole lot of banger animes. Like I said before, man, either they wouldn't be as good, or they wouldn't exist at all. And we gotta give Akira Toriyama respect for that, man. So RP Akira Toriyama, man, you will be missed by not only just me, but to everybody in the anime community and even family members, man. Like, I feel for those people too. And like I said in the beginning of the video, my condolences go out to every single one of your family members. Every single one. Brothers, cousins, all of them. So, yeah, man. That's all I gotta say about that, man. Rest in peace, Akira Toriyama, man. You will be missed by everyone, man. You will be missed. RP, man.
Sure, it's a common notion, perpetual emotion, but I don't need the comfort of any lies. I've seen the ending, and there's no ascending. Right? Oh, back when I